Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with
Michael Anthony Fitness.
And as always, thank you guys for making sure that I am well informed about what's going on. I've been working out in Warrenton, Virginia, out in the spot. There is literally no cell service. I mean, nothing. I mean, it's crazy because it's hard to even get text messages. The text messages literally half the time won't download. But what's so funny is how much you guys, it's not funny, it's how great it is. Everybody is probably wondering, where the hell is Mark? We got breaking news. Hurns signed with the Cowboys and Mark's got nothing to say about it. Well, literally, from the time I got notified of it, I've been trying to upload a video talking about it. I've been talking with Michael about it for the last hour, but, I'm looking at the thing and it's saying, 3 hours to go. But now that I'm finally beginning to get back into civilization, it's crazy because now I'm getting all my notifications. I'm getting instant messages from Facebook, Instagram. I'm getting emails on Gmail, on my regular AOL account. Yes, I'm that old to have AOL. I'm getting text messages. Everybody in the world is like, we signed Hurns. So it's kind of crazy, but, unfortunately or fortunately, I have a day job, so I would love to be able to be back at the man cave right now, showing some video and everything else and talking about Hurns, but I think that this is a good move. So what do you think, Michael, about it?
Well, let's see. Williams, Cole Beasley, and Des Bryant have all just been put on notice.
Well, here's the thing. And me and Foots are going to have a debate. Again, people seem to like when Foots and I have a debate, although it seems like it's usually Foots in my ass. Here's the question now.
All three of them fell notice. It's true.
When we start looking at the mock drafts, and I know I don't put out mock drafts and stuff, but when you start figuring out what teams need, we know there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks that go early and things like that, that more than likely, Vita Vea,
That's the one.
that's the guy I would love to get. Vita, oh, damn. Like, Vita.
Well, what is he worth trading up for?
I don't think anybody's worth trading up for.
I mean, that's Vita Vea.
Still, one man does not equal two men. You're risking too much. All I have to do is say Morris Claiborne.
Yeah, that's Morris.
No, Morris Claiborne. A 1 and a 2 for Morris Claiborne.
But he was
1 and a 2.
But he was hurt.
1 and a 2 for Morris Claiborne, who didn't bust a great. You should have had another starter with that second pick that we used to get Morris Claiborne.
They should never got him though, because I was questioning that one too when they picked him.
Well,
because he was hurt.
Listen,
he was hurt.
But no. But in their defense, to a man, all of the experts out there said he's the best defensive player in the draft. And all of them were wrong.
I was questioning that.
But I don't believe in trading up. I'm sorry. No. But I'm looking at this and I'm going to say there's a good possibility that Hernandez is there. And there's a good possibility that Calvin Ridley is there. So if you're the Cowboys, who do you go for? Do you go for, and like I said, me and Foots are going to go ahead and have this discussion. Do you go ahead and solidify that offensive line with Hernandez, knowing that that's what got you guys there? Or do you go ahead and go for Calvin Ridley and say, you know what? We're going to roll the dice on these young guys and turning over the wide receivers like we did the defensive backfield and let Des go and get $12.5 million June 1st.
I say go whichever one's there.
What if both of them are there?
That's the question.
If both of them are there, that's the question.
If
you're the Cowboys, you're sitting at 19, and you've got Calvin Ridley sitting there and Will Hernandez, which one do you take? Knowing that you've actually already improved your wide receiving core already.
If you're sure about Dez, then I'll take Calvin Ridley. If you're sure about letting Dez go. If you're 100% sure.
Well, me and Foots will have that discussion later on today, but it's going to be an interesting one. Now the question will be, are they done in free agency? And are they just going to wait until the draft, see what they get, and then make a move? And I know when I say this, I'm going to hear a whole lot of trash. You guys have gone through, y'all have called me a clickbaiter and everything else, and I don't care. It's fine. I still believe that somebody from the north is still going to end up in Dallas, and it's going to be right around the right around the draft is when that move's going to be made. We see these trades out there where guys are being traded for ham sandwiches. That crap that Seattle thinks they're going to get for Earl Thomas, a number one, isn't realistic. But you know what? As desperation sits in, they'll come back down to earth on that number. It'll be realistic. But we'll have to wait and see what happens on that one. You got anything to add, my man? Make sure you guys check out Michael's channel, man. He's doing some good work and stuff together. Definitely try not to laugh. I told him what we need to do is we need to watch one of the NFL films things like about the Redskins, especially with free agent buzz. You know, when you watch that one, I love it. As they do the countdown of the worst free agent signings ever anywhere, the Redskins get number one, and they basically say anybody the Redskins signed because they've had so many free agent busts. That's one of the ones we need to do. Don't laugh, because the Redskins, well, you gotta laugh at them dudes.
They haven't been relevant since now.
All right, well, I'm actually headed back home to the man cave, and we will definitely talk about Alan Hernandez when I get there. I'm Mark Holmes.
Michael Anthony Fitness.
And we'll see you guys later.